A very good morning to all. I welcome and my humble pranams to all my teachers who mold me in this manner. So today I would like to tell about measurement, its types and choice of statistical tools. From this video one can learn the meaning of measurement, measurement of scales, various scales, examples, choice of statistical tools. Let me know first what is measurement. Measurement means the assigning the number or label to objects or events or individuals. Suppose to be height, we can measure in centimeters or inches, and similarly weight, we can measure either the kilograms or tons and so on of individuals. Am I correct? So height may be measured in centimeters or inches and weight may be measured in kilograms of individuals. So now, can we measure all objects? No. Some of the objects are measurable, but some of them are giving the order. Suppose we consider the physical measurements, that is measures by using the instruments or the scale Suppose to be you want to measure the blood pressure. So we have to use sphygmomanometer, right? So similarly you want to measure the temperature, you have to use the instrument is thermometer, right? So like height, you can use the scale. Weight, you can use one instrument. So similarly the physical measurements measure by using the instruments. Sometimes we may not be quantifiable, but we give some preferences or order, such as attitudes, motivation, honesty, beauty, punctuality, kindness, and so on. All these are may not be quantifiable, but we may give some preferences or order. So now generally we have to measure in different ways. Suppose we are trying to measure the incomes of respondents in a survey. Now one way we just categorize the respondents into three groups: low income group, medium income group, high income group. In the second way, suppose we may categorize the respondents into certain income levels, that is below 1 lakh, that is one category, 1 lakh to 5 lakh is another category, above 5 lakhs is other category, right? So or else sometimes we may be recorded everyone's income. We have to record everyone's income. So these are the few ways we can measure in different ways, right? So now the main objective of this video is what are the different levels of measurements. So one is nominal scale, another one is ordinal scale, interval scale, ratio scale. So what in statistics or any measurement comes under either nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale, or ratio scale. So one by one we can learn very elaborately how can we measure nominal scale or the remaining scales. So let me first explain about the nominal scale. When we measure something, use numbers alphabets as just label or identifiers. Just label or identifiers. Here you observe that one, measure something, use numbers or alphabets, which means that we are assigning to identifiers by giving the numbers or alphabets or alphabets. So for example, cricket team players labeled with numbers. Cricket team players labeled with numbers. So if you observe in the cricket team, maybe Dhoni number is 12. Dhoni number is 12. Sachin Tendulkar number is 24. Sachin Tendulkar number is 24. So these are only represents the labels of the cricket players or identification of the cricket player. There is no meaning of difference, that is nothing but 24 minus 12 like that. Here the nominal scales does not mean that the differences or comparison or the ratios, right? Just we are label the numbers to the objects, right? So there is no meaning the differences whatever or ratios. Assigning alphabets. Suppose we want to measure the gender category. So we have to give male or female or transgender. So all these are we are using the alphabets. But there is no meaning difference the M and F or F and T and so on, right? That is gender category. Color references also, black, white. So in such a cases also we have to using nominal scale. Native place, suppose to be I am an Andhra Pradesh. So some other persons may be some Telangana, or other persons may be some Keralayan and so on. So native place also represent in nominal scale. Nationality, religion, all these are represented in nominal scale. Here I stressed the point is these are only the identifiers. Use the identify object by giving the alphabets or numbers. There is no meaning of differences or ratios, right? So this is important one. So next we have to learn ordinal scale. When we measure something using ordinal scale, we assign the labels to the objects. Individuals, but the labels can be arranged in an order. So that is the difference between the earlier one and this one. When we measure something using ordinal scale, we assign the labels to the objects or individuals or events, but the labels must be in a order. So in such a cases we have to use ordinal scale. So suppose for example, designation of the teachers. Suppose in school level, you know that SGT, second grade teacher. In the school level, second grade teacher. In the high school level, school assistant. In intermediate level, that is junior lecturers. In degree level, degree lecturers. Suppose you may be coming to the university level, that is nothing but the first one, it is designation is nothing but assistant professor, and the next designation is nothing but associate professor, and professor, right? So these are designation of the teachers. But here also you remember that one, the difference between SGT, SA or SA, SGL, there is no meaningful. It gives the order of the preferences only. So for example, so designation of the police person, you know that it is starting with constable. The next one is head constable, right? The next deputy SI, sub inspector, and so on, right? So here it represents the order. the constable, the next highest position is head constable, next highest position is deputy SI, next highest position is sub inspector, and so on, right? So in the similar manner, student ranks in NEET exam, right? So this is also represents in a ordinal scale. Here also, if you observe that one important note point, distance between the two consecutive labels may not same. The next important is interval scale. An ordinal scale wherein the interval between any consecutive data points is the same, can be termed as an interval scale. So the difference between the ordinal scale and interval scale is nothing but the consecutive, that is one by one, the labels may not giving any differences, but whereas here consecutive points is the same, can be termed as an interval scale. That means in an interval scale, that the data points are ordered and the distance between any consecutive data points is the same, right? So this is the important one. In the interval scale, the data points are ordered and the distance between any two consecutive data points is the same. For example, temperature. So I will give one example for you. As there is no absolute zero, the ratios of numbers on interval scale are not meaningful. So this is important point in measurement of the interval scale and understanding of the interval scale. There is no absolute zero or natural zero. The ratios of numbers on an interval scale are not meaningful. So we know that the equation, this is well known equation, the conversion of centigrade into Fahrenheit, right? So I will explain about how it is nothing but, suppose the Celsius, Fahrenheit, 0 degree centigrade, that is nothing but 32. This may be a 10 degree centigrade. So this is 50 Fahrenheit, and 20, this is 68, this is 100, this may be 212 Fahrenheit, right? So if you observe that 0, 10, so 0 degree centigrade equals to 32 Fahrenheit, 10 is 50 Fahrenheit, 20 is 68 Fahrenheit, 100 is 212 Fahrenheit. But so the ratios is nothing but, we may not be say 20 degrees Celsius is twice of the 10 degrees Celsius. I hope you understood. 20 degrees Celsius is not a double of 10 degrees Celsius, right? So it is not a meaningful. The ratios is not a meaningful. Why? Because of, if you are consider this ratio 20 by 10 equals to 2, but whereas 68 by 50 is nothing but 1.62 or 32, right? So the ratios are not meaningful. So when it is not meaningful, we are not having absolute zero in the measurement. So similarly, 12 hours, 24 hours, you know that generally 2 p.m. in 12 hour scale, so 24 hours 12, 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., suppose 6 p.m., right? So 2 p.m. is nothing but 14 p.m., this is 15 p.m., 16 p.m., 17 p.m., 18 p.m., right? So here the differences. So if you observe 2 to 3, so this is nothing but 14 to 15 p.m. the same, but you are consider the ratios. The ratios are different. But it is a meaningful when you are consider 12 o'clock is a midpoint, or which is nothing but a zero, that is absolute zero, or the nature zero, then it is a meaningful, right? I hope you understood. Interval scale, the ratios of the numbers is not meaningful in the interval scale, right? Next, another important scale is ratio scale. The interval scale wherein the ratios are equal. The interval scale wherein the ratios are equal is called a ratio scale. Right? So measurement of height, weight, distance, sales, profits, and so on. Suppose we have to consider the distances. In this example, distances you are consider, you know that meters, kilometers, 0 meter, 0 kilometer. Suppose 1000 meter, this is nothing but 1 kilometer. This is 2000 meters, this is 2 kilometer. 3000 meters, this is 3 kilometer, right? So if you observe that one, the differences 2 and 1, this is not a 1000 and 2000, this is the consecutive. 1 and 2 kilometers is the consecutive, whereas 1000 and 2000 is not a consecutive. 1000, the next meter is nothing but 1001, right? The difference between also the same. In the same time, the ratios also become the equal in the ratio scale. That's why most of the measurements in the ratio scale, right? So for this, these all are the different types of scales for measurement, right? So now, how can, suppose you may be measure in different scales, what are the statistical tools are using, right? So this is the nominal scale. Suppose you may be using the nominal scale for measuring the variables. That is nothing but you have to use mode as a central tendency measure. So there is no dispersion measures when the nominal scale. Ordinal scale, you can use either the median or mode for the measures of central tendency, right? So if you are using ordinal scale for knowing the dispersion, you have to use interquartile range, right? So you know that interquartile range is nothing but Q3 minus Q1. Interquartile range is nothing but Q3 minus Q1. Q3 is third quartile. So Q1 is nothing but first quartile. Right? So interval scale, suppose you may be using interval scale for knowing the averages, you can use mean, median, or mode. So suppose you want to find out the dispersion, range is a choice of statistical tool. Interquartile range, standard deviation and variance, right? So supposed to be, you may be measure the ratio scale. Mean, median, and mode are suitable measures of central tendency. Range, interquartile range, standard deviation, and variance are the appropriate statistical tools. So in this most of the measurements are in the ratio scale. That's why if you want to find out the average, you can use median or mean or mode. Suppose you want to find out the dispersion, you have to use range or interquartile range, standard deviation, and variance, right? So in summarize of this video, you have to learn measurement. What do you mean by measurement? Measurement is nothing but you are assigning the labels or numbers to an individual or event or object. So how can you measure in different ways is nothing but we have to take one example, that is suppose you are categorize the people or the universe into different categories by income level. So first one is a low income group, middle income group, high income group, or else you can take the incomes less than 1 lakh is one group, 1 to 5 lakh is one group, above 5 lakh is one group, or else you may be categorized by each and every individual income. This is the different ways of measurements. So the next one is the different scales. that is nominal scale, and ordinal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale, and ratio scale, right? So nominal scale is nothing but just you are assigning the labels to the individuals. There is no meaning in the differences or the ratios, right? So ordinal scale is nothing but you are assigning the labels, but arranging in a order, the another one is interval scale. So if you are arranging the order, there is no meaningful difference between the two consecutive the ordinal scales. Interval scale is nothing but there is no arbitrary value. Arbitrary value is nothing but the zero, and you have to measure the data in ordinal, right? But there is a meaningful in the differences. But there is no meaningful in the ratios, right? I hope you understood. Here there is differences is no meaningful, and ratios also no meaningful. So ratios also no meaningful. Ordinal scale differences is no meaningful, ratios also no meaningful. Interval scale differences is meaningful, there is no ratio. So here also both are differences as well as the ratios are also meaningful in ratio scale. At the last, in this video, you learn, suppose you may be measure in different scales, which is the appropriate statistical tools. Suppose nominal scale, what is the appropriate tool for finding the average or finding the variation or dispersion, right? So these are about the choice of statistical tools. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and like this video.